in sparkling streams. Lies an undead girl of shadow magic and mysteries call. Once guided by her mother, now seeking that at Starbucks' thrall. With a Taraka deck, her fate she seeks to end. In the realm of the unknown, her story finds no end. Ace the sneaky charmer with mischief in his eyes. From Kelly's past he emerges wearing familiar guise. With words like honey, sweet, and sly, he'll brighten your day, but keep an eye, he might just try to steal the sky. In the sky of blue roses where dreams dare to soar, together we'll find what our hearts are searching for. Through valleys never grows old. In the garden
All right, let's go. Today's song brought to us by Josh.
The Ace part goes so hard.
Does.
It was awesome. I listened to it when I took my dog out before I got on.
I love it. So, with that, we are back as our heroes have split into two groups. We've got Lies, Ace, and Peridot underneath the auction, having come down a little bit as staff and found a place to hide while posing as potential buyers. And they are soon to be fired staff. Kelly and Nayland have begun their own entry here, with Kelly asking a little bit about how to access time. And looking down as you move out. So what was your question specifically?
Specifically, she had asked how she could either, I can't remember, she said access or reach or get to the realm of time. Probably access.
Looks.
To be continued.
Yeah. So I think as you ask that, it kind of looks. It takes. It would take.
Wait. I want to make sure you understand. I'm not asking him.
So what was she? What did she?
I was using my magic. I have a magic feature called divination. So that's specifically what I was using because I had spent the hope, but the only thing I didn't have was the answer. That's when you had ended it, I think, to think about how to answer it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I think that. Yeah, I would say. So the answer you would get to therefore would be that it takes intense study of the magic of time in order to access its river.
Okay. So to answer his question, what I'm going to say is I've studied time so long and have come upon its river. And for full context, he had asked me that how I knew of the realm of time.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's what he asked me. So I thought I used my magic to
yeah.
find that out. So yeah, I know it's been a week. So
Indeed. And what I ask? Do you travel with the High God or with Chaos?
well, as I was telling you, I have my invite, and at this time, this particular time, I need to know more about the High Guard and Chaos here to better answer that question. And this is why I would be more than willing to discuss this with you outside of these walls. As you had mentioned, you wanted to speak at another time. And perhaps you have to understand, my interest is in time itself. To understand what time can do will lead me to the answer to your question.
Maybe. I think he seems to accept that as enough.
And what may I call you? Took to you. Well, I suppose you can call me Terratrill. Terratrill.
Hmm.
So I take out my Lisa Frank notebook and write that down. Right. Well, we shall hopefully enjoy today's festivities and speak more on other topics soon. And
Good.
she'll kind of make her way to just kind of wait for the doors to open.
Yeah, and eventually the two of you are able to come in. What do you think Nayla wanted to do?
Nothing right now. I think she had her conversation with the lady who was running the bookstore in the morning, and she got that card, and or like the extra key, and she has the name of who she wants to impress. And she's just waiting for opportunities to do so. Naylan will join Kelly.
Remind me, was Naylan allowed into the thing? Or am
With
I
you,
remembering
yeah.
this weird? Okay,
With
with
you,
me.
yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. Okay, so with
But
that,
I think
I'll
when we-
definitely go ahead.
When we go down in the elevator, I think I have to go to a different floor than you.
So when the auction starts, so you're able to be, you can't go into the auction hall is what they said. So like where you're looking at items, you can be around her, but when the auction officially starts, you'll be moved to another room.
Gotcha.
Okay, so would I be able to whisper something reasonably? Like, does it look like we're too close to other people? They would overhear.
Right now, it's actually just the two of you in this little elevator where you've put your
Okay.
moon in place and gone down.
So I would just say to her, I spoke to an interesting fellow just now. We might be able to get some information. Really?
Yeah. Well, okay,
What
but
did
you
you
go
learn?
first. You were talking.
Oh, well.
No, you go.
Okay, well, yeah, no, he's got some information about a certain type of magic, and it might help us in our journey here. And but we can't talk about it here. We have to go somewhere to meet him. What
And he
did
said
you
he would
find
help
out?
us get the ledger.
Oh, no. This is bigger than, much bigger. Nayland, do you trust
do you-
me?
Loaded question. Of course I trust you, Kelly.
Okay, so I promise that I won't do anything drastic that in any way changes your life without your permission. Okay? Great. What did you learn?
My life? Wait. Okay, now you're gonna have to promise about Liza's life, Ace's life, and Peridot's life also.
Of course, absolutely.
Okay. And your life.
Right, yes, of course.
Okay, fine. I can't remember her name, but the lady that you spoke to when we first came to the bookstore, she pulled me aside and she gave me another key to go to like the servants' quarters or whatever while the auction's going on. But that's really not the point. The point is that she thinks that I have an in with Matt, was his name was it the guy whose ledger it is? I thought his name was Milton, but I don't think that name matched anything. I wrote down Milton for some reason.
Yeah, it's Milton.
Oh, it is. Okay, great. But this guy Milton thinks I have an in with him. And I think, that's like another angle at this thing.
That would definitely make it easier. I would say, yeah, play it up. Go with it.
Okay. All right, great.
All right. And I'll when we get in there, I'll investigate the auction room, and you check out this Milton person. And hopefully we make it out of this alive.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on in your side project thing, but be careful, okay?
I will.
Okay.
All right. Milos is the guy. I'm sorry.
Milos.
Can't
even read my own handwriting.
The vellum check. I knew I was like the mill. I'm like, that is those first three letters are right. Milos the vellum jackal. Okay. In that case, you do find a coming down, you see a grand hall of all these glass cases that are here with various items, several books, and as well as some plaques that simply almost ask questions. Kind of like, do you want to know what the mayor's been up to at night? And like a suggested starting bid.
So it's that kind of auction. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of keep quiet through, unless there's anything they ask about, like bidding for some type of magical tome or book. I don't think Kelly will be of much interest.
Well, I told you there's several books.
Oh yeah. I mean, unless they like start bidding one off.
Well, so all this stuff here is to be bidded.
Oh, I see. So this is like the when you walk around and you. Okay, I understand now. Okay,
cool.
So yeah, she would definitely investigate a little bit and look to see. Mostly using her magical insight to try to divulge if there are books here that have almost, I would say, unknown magical power, but all the magic here is unknown to her. So more like is there a power that like resonates with any of these that she can kind of use her magical brain to suss out?
Sure. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and go.
Because I am going to assume that I'm not going to see a ledger down here, but if I do, I'll obviously keep an eye open for it.
All right. Yeah, we'll say go ahead and let's do. This. Yeah, let's do an instinct.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. Oh no, I don't have any more hope because I spent it all on that other thing. All right. So let's go ahead and roll this. Oh, that's good. That is a 14 with hope.
Okay. Looking at it, you sense. I mean, there are. You do think there seems to be like a spellbook or grimoire here. You also able to pick up with this that the item in question, because you don't see the ledger, but you do hear of a private, like a side event almost, where people are about to bid on another thing. And you get that it's almost time with an item instead of the item itself.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I definitely want to head in that direction.
Okay. So I would say you start to get, this is a separate event where there's a separate invitation.
Okay. All right.
You're able to pick that much up just from listening around, hearing people gossip a little bit,
mhm.
little things. You sort of go, okay. And that anything with this, I'll let you know that because you pick it up, is like very high risk. Like
Gotcha.
nothing, like a mistake here would reveal you to not like, and they would not like suffer any fool here.
Okay.
Because it's so like it's a big deal. There'd be immediately any suspicion, any type of deal. So it'd be one where you'd want to tread carefully.
Okay. All right. Well, Kelly would like to know. So, she's going to first of all just kind of look to see the path to get there. Like, am I passing by anybody in a uniform, or would I have to pass by? Could I kind of like slink through the crowds to get into that area, or just kind of, or not slink, more like just kind of casually, like I belong there, just make my way over there?
Sure. So right now, where everyone's viewing, and there's like drinks and such going around, and
Okay.
so right now you can see the room where it's going. I think it's going to well, like where people are gathered for, and no one's gone in yet, but there are 2 guards, one which stands with like some parchment. Looks like they'd go about checking names potentially.
All right. Okay.
Nayland leans her head over.
You look like you're thinking really loud, milady.
Yeah, I'd love to know what are the names on that parchment. Looking at my spells real quick. Let's see. Yeah. I am going to kind of walk in that direction towards the person with the clipboard, or the paper, whatever. And I want to. Oh God, that would be too stupid. a part of me wants to take my magic hand and like make it so that they think they accidentally dropped it, but I think it would be smarter if I kind of make my way over and try to get into a casual conversation and try to see one of the names at some point on that parchment or what have you
Okay.
that they're hiding so
Well, yeah. At this moment, the parchment is closed, like it's wrapped up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So probably be when someone goes to enter the room
Right.
is going to be when you're trying to do this. They're not just like, here, let me stay with this list of names while
Cool.
no one's here.
Oh, yeah. In that case, I'm going to try to see if there's a place I can stand that would give me a theoretical angle to see it if they opened it a certain way. So kind of using my knowledge of the room to position myself with the
Okay.
possibility of that.
Makes sense.
And I'm going to mention this to Nayland, kind of what I'm doing.
As we're walking around and relocating and passing some of the stuff that people are thinking about bidding on, because you said that it was you could bid on information like knowledge.
Yeah.
So Nayland is keeping an ear out or an eye out for anything that seems like it has to do with Rasslin. So anything about like maybe like black robed mages or his name or something like that. Or his brother.
Okay, so you're trying to see if there's information to buy on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And thing number 2, as we're walking, is Milos here at mingling, or is it seems like he's going to make a grand entrance sometime?
So
later?
you've not met him. So he has not been announced.
Got it. And nobody's like running up to somebody going, Milos!
Right,
oh!"
yeah, there's not like this.
Okay, great.
What do you think's in that room?
Waylon.
I mean, what you think's in that room, milady?
Yeah, I mean, Waylon, do you think you would be able to talk to some of the other people here to find out if their employer is on that list? And maybe I could get in there.
Okay.
Oh, like right now? Okay, yeah, you got it.
Nayland gives a little salute and moonwalks backwards as she enters the crowd. Let's see. I'm looking for I would like to bump into somebody else's servant person.
Okay. I think that's easy enough. As you're looking on your own, and you see this smaller creature. It almost looks like some type of combination between halfling and gnome. Oddly, they have their brown hair done in a braid and some deep pockets as they kind of look at you, and they go, "Oh, hi there."
By golly, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to step on anyone's toes. Are you all right? Here, let me. Oh gosh, any scrapes or anything? Are you okay?
Yes. And then give me an instinct reaction, please.
Oh, Jesus. Reaction? Let's see.
Yes.
I will mark a stress to add advantage to the reaction.
Nice.
Okay. I rolled a 26, but with fear.
Woo-hoo. Very good. So they go, sorry, as you run in, and you see them quickly take a pen out of your pocket and put it into their pockets.
Oh, sneaky. Hey, look, you're actually the first person I've talked to here. I can't help but I've gotten a bit turned around.
Is this your first time at one of these things? Have you been here before?
Oh, me? Oh yeah, I've been here plenty of time. Well, not here, but these types of things. I'm kind of the number one choice, you see. Such events for my master.
Oh, right. Yeah. Wow, that must be nice being liked by your master.
Oh, well, you're not. You must be incompetent.
That's what my lady just has some very high standards, and I mean, I fully respect that. She is so
Alright.
wise and generous and humble.
Or
and
remember, you
it's-
got to separate what they say between what they actually mean. I mean, they can't actually compliment us. Then they'd have to give us a raise. So of course they're going to say mean things. But you really got to decide how often you're asked to be there, and that'll give you a value. Whatever value they don't give, you can make sure it comes into your pockets anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. Like a pen here or there.
Oh, thanks for letting me borrow it.
Right.
He puts it back.
Clearly you're wise yourself, actually. Who is your master anyway?
Oh, I'll point to what appears to be a high elf wearing a beautiful white robe. Master Senjin.
Senjin.
Oh yeah. Keeps the whole house just for when he's here.
So you guys are definitely going to the after party, right?
So you give me a presence.
Okay. Now, question. Because my presence rolls from last session sucked ass, do you think you would allow me to apply my experience, say I can't and I will, to do it once more with feeling?
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, so I'll spend a hope. I will add that. 22 with hope.
Ooh. Well, yeah, well. Yeah. He wants to get a little bit of a better look at what's inside. A few questions he has. He's ready to pay for it, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you gotta be when you come to these things.
Oh, yes. But that's the other thing. I mean, for us, you got to make sure. Look, so you got to make sure you have got your things better secured if you don't want people borrowing them.
Can I make can I try and finesse steal something from them?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Or actually whatever you want me to roll. I don't know what it would be. Finesse?
Yeah, it'd be finesse to try to
Okay.
lift off of them.
10 with hope.
Oh. Very smoothly, he will grab your hand, and his hands are hairy, as he quickly gives it a kiss. And goes, "Don't mind if I do."
Seems I've still got a lot to learn. Thank you for your time. And what was your name?
Goes, "Oh, mine. Mine's Brennan Trickfoot."
Mr. Trickfoot. It's a pleasure. I hope I run into you again.
Right. Well, I've never heard that said about a kinder before, so I'll take it as a compliment.
Matt, one more time for the guy's name. Sinead, not Sinead.
What?
The guy in the white robe.
Oh, Senjin.
Senjin. Naylan excuses herself and returns to Kelly.
I get it when you're trying to write quickly. What did I write?
All right.
Any luck?
Yeah. That guy. Long white robe. Rich. Named Senjin.
Perfect. All right. I just need to kind of look around. Is there anywhere I could quickly change my form, or does it look pretty crowded in here?
You might be, and make sure you see it's because some of the stuff I was looking at was like you can be not recognized. It
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean you can copy someone's appearance.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point.
Because the point of it is so people don't recognize you're you.
Yeah,
Not that you would be.
that's
So-
fair. All right. So,
Maybe they don't know who Sinjin is. Hopefully, I can try just to use the name. All right. Just so you know, if this goes badly, get out of here. Okay.
Yeah, right. No.
All right. Well, just keep your distance, I guess. Just okay. I'm gonna try to walk up to this friendly guard.
All right. Okay, so while all that's going on, I just want to check in on Ace and Peridot and Lies. So you've basically been perfectly hidden and been able to see all of this happen.
Peridot or Lies, do any of you have any kind of longer range conjuration abilities?
In what way?
Well, I can make the ledger levitate towards us, but I'm concerned as soon as it moves, something's going to go off. We can replace it with something else. Might make it easier.
Like another book?
Yeah.
Like this one? And Peridot pulls out her copy of Alice in Wonderland.
Basically, but I can only make things go towards me.
Oh. Right.
It's just a thought.
Man, if only one of us could turn invisible.
I mean, I can turn invisible, but not that way. I could also make myself look like one of them, or I could make one of you walk on the walls or the ceiling.
Well, I don't think if I walked on the ceiling I could reach it. I'm kind of short.
But you could drop the book from the ceiling onto the spot.
Oh, you're right.
And when Ace pulls the book, you drop it.
That could work.
Okay.
Well, let's try it. I tap you on the shoulder and give you wall walk. It's a minute of hope.
All right. Peridot is going to being super stealthy, skitter up the wall and onto the ceiling.
Before Peridot leaves, I'm gonna get rid of my telepathy with Malin, not the seeing through her eyes, but the mental, like speaking in our heads, and do it with Peridot so we can in sync our movements.
Okay. So what is your? Give me the 1,000-foot. So she's doing what, and you're doing what?
So I have wall walk, and I'm gonna go above the book that we're trying to get. Ace is going to yank it towards him, and I'm going to drop my book at a synced time so that it falls down like into the like on the pedestal at about the same time that Ace pulls it off towards himself.
Okay, and this is all while you're perfectly visible. You're just trying to be sneaky.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't remember how many people are in the room.
So, it's actually in a vault that's currently closed.
Right.
So this would be, but the way you wanted to time this, I believe, from the last session, you're in a place where, as it opens, you have a good chance of getting in there very quickly.
Yes.
And so getting out, and then you're trying to get out before people truly notice.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also using a spell to get the book. I have a levitation spell that makes a smaller item I can see in far range come to close range of me.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
And I have quick feet.
I do have to make a spell casting roll on it though.
Nice. All right, so
I mainly want. I feel like I only want to use my quick feet though on the getting out part. I want to be more sneaky getting in.
I love it. What I think then is Lies going to help with this?
I provided the wall walk.
That
I
what you
can
did?
also, if I've seen any guards, I do have uncanny disguise where I can make myself look like a guard and like kind of buy them a minute if they start like heading this way.
Okay. That makes sense.
I just thought of something. Just Lies as a guard, saying to some poor sap, "It looks like someone stole your sweet roll."
Very good. All right, so you're waiting for this to occur. So that's like that's anything before that moment would happen.
You got this, Peridot.
I guess I'm
Yeah.
just. You go first.
I do have something I want to do. So just in case something goes wrong, I have this. Peridot's gonna reach into her bag, her nomadic pack, and pull out one of those little like wind up like teeth chatter toys.
Okay.
If something goes wrong and we need a distraction, use this. And I'm going to give it to Lies.
Okay.
It's loud and annoying.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many times Careless tried to smash it.
Ace wants to look around and see the way that he got in, see if it's still available as a way out, essentially.
So you do see people coming down. I mean, you don't know necessarily how to get back up. Because it was just this like elevator type of deal.
Okay.
FMO, you can tell all three buttons or little places you could put your very particular thing, all made it go down.
I see. Can I do a check from here to see, like, before everything goes up, to see if I see how people are getting out, if anyone is?
No one's leaving.
Okay.
What's wrong, Ace?
I don't know if we'll be able to get out
Uh-oh.
at all. I haven't seen anybody leave.
Hmm.
Should we try to secure that before we take it? We did have an escape plan, not be wandering around with all the most guarded thing in that vault.
We need to have an escape plan. We need to be able to get out.
I'm gonna switch. So I'm looking through Nayland's eyes from her. Like after watching for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Do I see any way out from their floor? Any of the people are coming or going from there?
The most you see is people will go down another floor, but not anything else.
Are we not on the same floor?
You are.
Got it.
Oh, we still are. I thought they were on a different floor.
No.
Oh, what do you think we should do?
Well, the only thing I can think of is this poses a really big fire hazard. But then again, people can only those robed guys can use magic, so I don't know. I don't know their magical strength.
I mean, anyone can light a match, but I don't think the fire hazard's the point. I mean, how do we get out of here?
Cause a fire. That's what I was thinking.
Ah, I can do that.
Yeah, I would say from here, you'd have to like do a lot of searching. The way out is meant to not be very obvious.
I could start a fire. It wouldn't be subtle though. Guys, can't you start subtle fires?
Subtle? I mean, if you want me to like walk over in the current corner and start burning the wall on fire.
I mean, we're already hiding behind plants.
You guys should probably go steal that book before we do this, though.
We might as well get it at least so we have it.
Because if you want me to light this place on fire, then yeah, that's a bigger distraction. But also, we should have what we need.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
All right. Let's do it.
The amount of times this party tries to solve problems by lighting wherever they are on fire is so funny.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my inner arsonist is coming out. Okay,
So your
like
idea is to light a fire when you want to get out, but not necessarily right now.
exactly.
Okay.
Well, I just want to make sure Peridot gets the book before we light the fire, because, like, in case like something happens and the vault door closes because of fire detection, I don't know what this place has.
Yeah. And I'll just note, as we get into some of this other stuff, I have so much fear. There's going to be things you can't even roll to make right. As a note. In other words, there are going to be some legitimate things happening. Just got to remember that with this particular deal. Okay. So the time comes, I would say, Kelly, I'm assuming you're taking your time to just wait at least till 1 or 2 people come in
Yeah.
to the room.
I
Like you're
think-
not trying, you like want the time to be appropriate.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So since there's nothing else, you do see a bell ring that negotiates everyone going over. And you do see the gentleman you met had been admiring a particular book. And Nayland, I think I never gave you a potential roll on the one thing, though. Specifically, I guess this would be knowledge, as you're trying to understand what might pertain to Raceland, right?
Oh, yes. 14 with fear.
14 with fear. Okay. So you notice that the same book and lot that the gentleman who was talking to Kelly, he's looking at this book as well. And there's a little plaque that says certified notes from Wrestling himself.
Ooh. I definitely grab Kelly's arm so hard.
Ow!
Kelly,
Isn't it? What?
Kelly, that book, that's about wrestling.
It is?
Yeah, well,
I mean, I'm not
there's
a
no-
big fan. I mean, I know who Hulk Hogan is, but
what? Wrestling from the Blue Rose.
oh, right. Sorry, had a moment. Oh, so that's the guy I was telling you about. I mean, not Raslin, but the other guy.
Oh, wow. What do you think he wants to know from?
Well, the good news is, if we meet up with him later, we could probably find out. It's probably in our best interest if he gets the book. I mean, we certainly don't have any money, so
That's true. Okay. Maybe should we try and
steal it.
rig it so that he? What? Steal it?
What? I mean, no, you go ahead with your plan.
Well, I don't know. Should we try and rig it so that he has to win? I don't know. I could trip people who try and bid on it. I don't know.
You know, I did offer to help him with something. He never really took me up on it, but it would definitely go a long way, I think, if he thought we were doing this as a favor. So, yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense.
Okay. Oh, except I won't be in there for the actual auction.
Right. Oh, that's right. Crap. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. The auction's probably not going to start for a minute anyway, and I've got to get into that room over there.
Yeah. I would say the feeling you're going to get is that the two things are going to happen at the same time.
Ooh, moral dilemma.
Yes.
Okay. Nayland,
Kelly,
how good are you at talking to people?
you have seen me.
Okay. I don't know. We have two options here. We either help him get the book, or we find out what's in that room.
I think it's a higher likelihood that the ledger is going to be in the other room because, I mean, we knew ahead of time that the ledger wasn't going to be up for auction.
That's right. I feel like whatever's in that room is powerful. And without knowing what it is, we're going to be at a significant disadvantage. There might be other ways to get the other book at some other point. We don't know. But if you want to try and think of a way to help him, that works for me, but I'm going to try to get into that room. I just feel, I have a feeling, it's like a gut feeling. It's like this is going to be the one chance we get to know what is in there.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah. Okay. You go into
Well,
the other room.
Gomi, what do you think? What I'm telling you what I think. What do you think?
I think that you're connected to stuff on this world, and if your gut is telling you something, you should listen to it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what happens.
I don't think they're going to let me in, but I'll keep an eye out. I'll watch your back.
I'm counting on it.
Okay. So, in that case, the bell rings, Ring, indicating that it is time for everyone to go to their spaces. Kelly, you see one person makes their way over to the side door. Others are kind of finishing things up. The one making here looks like he's a dwarf with several skulls on his face, and he gives a name. You do see that the person whose name you plan on giving is finishing up and going to make your way there. So you're going to get the idea that basically everyone goes in the room, then there will be the bid. So right now, I think everyone, I don't know how we all want to do it, but this is the action. So, yeah, how do we want to do this?
I think Naylin is going to do her best to stall the real Senjin so that Kelly could potentially go in first.
Okay.
So
set
maybe-
me up on this stall.
I will. You said that they're passing hors d'oeuvres and stuff? I'm going to tip a drink on him. Surely he'd want to run to the bathroom before he goes into his fancy auction.
He's wearing white.
Okay. So, all right. So here, you need to make this not an assault. So this is definitely finesse.
Okay. Alrighty.
Nayland.
I am going to add +2 from the 2 tokens of from the 2 fears that I've rolled.
Perfect.
Okay. 18 with
Nice.
fear.
Very good. I had set it at 17, so good job.
Woo!
All right. So, yeah. What are you spilling from the drinks and everything?
Yeah, a color to drink.
Yeah, go. Oh my gosh. Who owns this one?
Oh, please, sir, please don't. I am just but a worm, and I'm already in so much trouble because clearly I'm incompetent. I mean, ask your friend, Mr. Trick. I mean, Brennan, or whatever you might call him.
No,
Aye,
don't call him over.
she's quite a klutz, sir. Very well. And I'm spending fear, but he snaps his finger and the stain disappears.
It was still what an amazing.
It was very cool.
Oh,
That's what fear happens. So you
yes.
see him cast a prestidigitation like spell.
Oh wow, that is an amazing trick. I mean, I will. My madam lady, she's so interested in magic. Tell me, what is it that you've just done? What is that called? How do you perform it?
Okay. This is high, but I need a presence check.
No,
boy.
I have
oh,
spent
boy.
all of my resources.
I'm at 20 is what I want for this.
All right.
Can I give her my hope?
You can spend a hope to add a d6, I believe.
I'm going to do it.
But how do you do? Like, what does it look for your character? to
Okay.
do that?
Let's see. I notice what she's doing, and I picture myself as kind of over the shoulder, like behind, so that I'm in her like eye line, you know, and I kind of make this motion like to breathe with confidence, you know, and then I make like a face showing like kind of how to act, you know, like like doing the
Right, you're kind of behind her going,
Yeah,
that's right. This,
this,
is
this,
what
and
you
this.
do.
So if this
Yeah.
fails, it's like she's misinterpreting everything I'm saying.
Love it.
I did roll before the d6. Before you said that you were gonna spend the hope, and I rolled a 19.
Ooh.
So there is no possible way a d6 could not get me to or past a 20.
Nice. So the d6 makes it.
However, I rolled with fear.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So you saying all these things, and he pauses and, for a second, realizing your elven heritage, and breathes for a second. Well, I mean, is he going to? He looks, and be it that kind of sees that there's some time before like kind of the last call would be. So for now he decides not to go in and begins trying to instruct you and talk to you about the theories and how magic and these types of things. So what your characters would surmise is that he's still going to want to get in there, especially with fear, but it's going to be more at the last possible moment, right? Like when it's like last call, basically, which gives Kelly time, but they're not going to have the auction till the last call. So, but you do have some things you can try to do.
okay. All right. Kelly will make her way up to the person with the list.
Absolutely. Right, name.
Sinjin.
Sinjin. Very good. Kind of looks up and holds up a little crystal pen that kind of flashes something in your face, and he puts it in, and you can see like your portrait appear next to the name.
Okay.
Go on in.
I just go on in.
Yeah, happens pretty quickly as everyone here. A lot of people don't know the names. That's what type of place it is.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah. And a small group, very gruff looking, and people who definitely look like they have an axe to grind, looking nervously. More than half of them have like their faces sort of covered. Give the feel very dangerous people.
All right, so I make myself look a little bit dangerous with my facial features, you know, just kind of give off that look of I don't care about any of you.
Very good. Right. So in this time you have in the room,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
I want to see what the item is in here. Like, what is it? Do we see it? Is it like floating on behind a case? Is it?
So there is no actual item.
Okay.
This is. I'll let you just garner that this is that basically there's going to be an auction. There are, and they actually the people would say this. We have 3 spots tonight for 10 minutes with the book, which will occur in our vault with it sealed. All relevant enchantments have been put in place. So don't do anything. You may copy with pen. No magic may be worked within the room.
How do we know it's the real thing?
All right, this is a high stakes question. Give me the finesse of the here.
Presence.
Yes.
All right. Explain stress to me. If I mark a stress, because I've never done that before, but what is? I'm looking at it.
So stress usually are penalties that I may invoke.
Okay. All right. I won't bother with that then. Okay. Because I can't risk it. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna roll it then, because I have no hope, nothing. Let's see. All right. Oh wow. That is an 18 with hope.
18 with hope. Okay.
So I actually earn a hope.
Well, if you have your doubts, then don't bid. But I assure you, this is the ledger in question, and the information is up to date.
Good. I look forward to bidding.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem to much you. You kind of get like again the people in this room. The price of some of this not being correct would be punishment enough for a lot of this. It would be a pretty bad situation.
All right. So we don't see the book. The book is in a whole other place, right?
Correct.
All right. So I'm getting the feeling that there's not going to be a lot I can do in here. Okay. Crap. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stand close to kind of where the exit is, but I'm gonna wait for like when it looks like eyes are off me a bit, so I can kind of shift my facial features a little bit so that I don't look completely like the portrait that was taken earlier.
All right. Okay, I could. Okay, I can dig that. I'm just kind of getting this in my head. So you're kind of shifting, putting your mask over your face here, so people aren't seeing these active things.
Exactly.
I'm going to go ahead then and say, let's do a finesse.
Okay. All right, finesse. Yuck. Finesse. Okay. All right. Here we go. It's 14 with hope.
Okay.
I mean, it's 14, but it's with hope at least.
Yeah.
Rolling a lot of hope today.
Yeah, I'd say with that, someone's seeing you do that. Another one of the bidders, it seems, kind of comes up. Go. Hi, hey there, love. Just as a warning, should you win a bid, in there, no magic works anyway.
I know. I'm
So,
more worried.
any type of glamour you might have on, they're gonna see right through you.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about some other bidders. If that makes sense.
Right. Just be careful. You're not in a robe, and there's mages here. Anyone see you working such a thing?
Thank you for looking out.
Right. And kind of gauge you and crack a little smile before they go back. Oh, there's a lot of little things. There's a lot of things, especially like something like this. And she shows this little blue ball. She goes, for instance, I can look at somebody and click it once, and any magic on them will drop right away. Always got to be scared of things like that.
Of course.
Yeah. So one just hopes that I get my bids and my fingers don't get twitchy, right?
I don't think you'll have much to worry about today.
Good. All right. So, is there anything Kelly's going to do before we begin to resolve Senjin possibly coming
The
in?
only other possibility that I can even think of would be to try and get money off of somebody, but I feel like that's going to be way too risky for her.
Okay.
So, I think she's going to have to try to find a way out of here.
In that case, so she's trying to get out. Is what you're trying to do?
Yeah, because I'm thinking, and Sinjin's going to show up. I can't get a hold of the book. I don't have money to bid. So I'm really kind of between a rock and a hard place in this scene. So I'm kind of thinking it's time to abort and regroup.
Okay. So a little bit's happened here. Let's begin to resolve. Naylin, time is passing. And they are beginning instructing you, and the bells are going out, and it's kind of the last call for people to get to the auction, for those who don't have access to get to other floors, or to masters. What would you like to do?
Can Naylin go up to the person with the book that's letting people into the exclusive room? And she's going to be like,
Oh, pardon me, sir, but you look like you know what's going on, and I've lost my lady, and it's just last call for the auction right over there, and I haven't been able to find her, and I'm a bit turned around.
and I'm going to try and distract him.
Okay. Kind of cut in front of Senjin here. Like, oh my god.
You
We
see, I'm
raised by
incompetent.
humans.
I've been told I'm incompetent my whole life.
All right. Give me this presence.
Okay. I'm going to burn my new fear tokens that I got from last time. Fucking. It's fear again, but it's an 18.
Okay. Sorry. I had to say something to my dog. All right. Idiot. She just stops and sits, looks at me. All right. So you 18. kind of look and they're like, "What? You're Mr. My gosh!" Goes, "Get out of here!" And he goes, "Listen, if someone misses, they miss. That is how it works. What do you think this is?" And is kind of turns, and I would say this would give the opening for Kelly to potentially get the heck out.
Okay, good.
Because I would say you definitely get like they're not going to hear anything of you leaving the room. You'd have to, do a clandestine.
Yeah.
So this would be a finesse to get
All right.
out.
All right. Let's see. I'll add my well, if I can't, I don't know if I could, but I have an athletic background, which is mostly in like artistic athletics. If that is allowed to use here, I don't know if it would be, to be honest. It's not really
So
sneaky.
the way the game works is I trust you.
Okay.
So in how you're trying to do Kelly, if you feel like it would, right? Because you're not. It's about how you envision how
I
you
think
got
with
that.
her background, it's like gymnastics, cheerleading, and so I feel like there's a lot of like specific movements involved in that.
Okay, so you're trying to tumble out of this.
No, not tumble. More like precise foot placement to
Okay.
make my way out. But you know what? I'm not going to do it because I'm not sold that it's a good idea anyway.
Okay.
All right. So finesse.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. That's an 11 with fear.
You shouldn't have said all that big talk about the hope before.
Finally, I have rolled fear.
Indeed. Unfortunately, we had set this at a 13.
Oh no.
So as you is just like you go to get out just as the kind of person turns and away from Nayland. So he sees, goes, "Whoa!" and immediately puts his arm out, kind of stopping your forward movement. No one leaves once they're in.
I didn't enter.
She kind of goes, "What?"
But she does
And
look
how-
a little different, but
Well,
I don't know. how
you're
well
on the
she
inside
goes.
of the room.
Oh, I'm
and
inside
you
the room.
didn't
I'm sorry.
enter. Okay,
I thought.
no problem.
Okay, I
No,
thought I
'cause
was.
it's like you're
leaving
going
the
to get
room.
out. He puts his arm out. Is what
Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
saying.
That
Okay.
makes more sense.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely leaving the room. Yeah, okay, I won't say that.
Okay, you're good.
Nobody can leave. I'm sorry. I was trying to find my way to the loo.
Man, it's really interesting. I will allow a presence roll.
Right. Okay. 14 with presence hope.
All right. Well, you can use the loo outside and not come back in, or you can get in the room.
Oh, I don't mind having an escort. Perhaps that kind maid lady right there could escort me.
So I might have been correct. He's basically saying you're out. Like you're out.
Oh,
the
I'm out of
street.
here. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
either you're out of here, or
I'm back
you,
in.
yeah,
All right. Yeah, well,
of like the whole auction. They're going to throw
The
you
whole
in the
auction.
street.
yeah. I'm thinking to myself above table. I think we weren't really here to do anything else at the auction, unless I'm forgetting something.
And I would say those of you in the kind of waiting, you are seeing this. So any of the other characters, and you're real close to what's happening. So you can tell me if anybody wants to do anything here.
Are we still doing the whole like getting the ledger thing too?
Yeah, so you both kind of get off the ledger here. So And again, you can kind of let this go. And this will just be, okay, they're out. We can't rely on them, and that's fine. It's all up to us, folks. Or, nah, I'm just giving you a chance. I just didn't know.
I'm confused in the order of operations.
So you have not tried to get the ledger yet.
Okay.
You are waiting for the door to open, which presumably will happen after some of the bidding or when the bidding really starts.
Okay. And then I know that well, this is our way to see if they how to get out. Right?
True. Kind of.
I mean, all we'll know is that they went to a different floor.
Yeah. I mean, here's a chance to possibly learn some information. That's true.
If Kelly gets escorted out, I can talk to her still through the Blue Rose connection we have.
Huh. And
Hopefully, as long as my magic works when I try. But
I feel like Kelly might walk back into that room if she doesn't know what's going on.
Well, you kind of know that they're hidden because there's been some type of.
Okay, cool. I think I, as a player, am just a little lost. Maybe that's where the.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, so I give you the most just fill in. So basically, they're waiting. They're seeing if when the vault opens, that they might be able to get in and get the journal and get out, or the ledger and get out.
Okay.
That's what they're set up to do. You were kind of seeing maybe if you could bid on it or try like basically was like if one doesn't work, I can be part of the other one.
Oh.
And then I assumed if it did go away, you'd be able to leverage that and try to get something else for yourself. Like, right, you'd be in a good position. So in other words, even at this point, you're still leaving another crew to try to do it. Which is fine. I just wanted to give the option. I didn't want to move on without giving anybody an option of what to do.
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, it would make more sense to stay put.
I don't know if either makes more or less sense.
Okay.
Well, because if you stay put, you've got Senjin trying to come in. Who's going to say Senjin.
Yeah.
And then you would imagine there's going to be some type of security issue that you're going to have to navigate.
Okay.
And even if your face is different, yours might be the only face that's different. And if they can match everybody else.
Yep.
So really depends.
I had done a few things already, so I didn't want to stop anybody else from doing anything. But Nayland's thought here is that she's going to continue playing the incompetent maid and is going to be like, oh, I wonder if my maid is in this room, and is going to just walk into the forbidden vault or whatever. Basically, she's trying to get herself thrown out so that the guard would not be looking at Kelly anymore.
Okay.
Because in her mind, Kelly is more useful in the auction room than Nayland would be in the servants' floor.
Gotcha.
So if one of them's getting thrown out, Nayland thinks it should be her.
And we can see all of this, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and make it so I'm experiencing it as Nayland does. So if she gets thrown out, I can see how they're throwing her out.
All right. I do need a presence roll.
Okay.
I'm going to say I need a 22 on this presence roll. Because this is trying to make a big enough issue that they're going to like ignore security, like all the protocols that this place would have.
Josh, can I spend hope to give myself advantage? Is that how? Can I do that?
Let me read that.
I don't think so.
Help an ally. No.
Okay.
But
All right.
we
It
can
is.
all see you. So I think Lies will spend one of her hopes, and you will kind of watch as shadow creeps up, emboldening you, giving you your like stance a little more presence to yourself, and feeling like you got this. As you feel the magic of shadows kind of embrace you.
Okay, so is this advantage or is this an extra die?
This is an advantage. I'm spending a hope to give her D6.
D6, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I have 1 token from fear, so I'm going to add that. So it's +1 plus the d6.
Okay.
Okay. How is that possible? Oh no. Okay. It's a 24 with hope.
What?
But I didn't understand how that could happen if it wasn't a crit. But it's because of the d6. I
Yeah.
rolled a 12 on hope, an 8 on fear, and a 4 on the 6.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Holy guacamole!
Dang.
I started at a -1, and then I spent my token to make it a 0. I had a 0 modifier on that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is crazy. Okay. I love it. So, narrate what is happening. You gotta have this. What type of scene is Naylin making? What's Kelly doing?
I'm just, I see you've got your hands full. I'm going to take a look for my lady in this room that's clearly not very guarded very well. I'll just walk right in.
Go in and they go what? And they hit. They blow a whistle, and you actually see they are 2 more guards. Just look like it appears if they shimmer into existence as if invisible. Come in, grab Naylin hard. You are taking an HP of damage.
Okay.
I mean, it hurts. You think they might crack one of your wrists as they just, without any words, just take you. And begin. I mean, it is quick as heck. As this is happening, you see another gentleman now kind of making their way this way, a little portly, definitely muscular. Goes, what is all this? Can we get started or not? And guard on duty kind of goes pale-faced and just motions Senjin in, looks at you, says, get on in. And the door shuts. So Kelly is in with Senjin. And Naylin is gone.
That was so badass. Nail it.
As it goes, right. And you see through a window that's in this room. You observe like the door of the vault, because we use this for observation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to meet you. I am the Vellum, of course. And may I show you? And he goes, and he kind of motions, holding the small crystal, as the vault door here that everyone is kind of observing from this room begins to open. So those of you waiting for the door to open, no one was seen through Kelly. So you are unaware that they have this observation towards the vault. What do you want to do?
Did I see how they threw Naylin out while looking through her eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm trying to...
No
There's
problem.
a lot happening at once, so I'm trying to go
Yeah.
scene by scene. As
My-
we would a
my-
movie, we'd follow something to its natural conclusion and then go to that.
So I worded my question wrong. I more mean, would I have finished seeing it by now? Like, can I like have my perception back?
Oh, that's a really good question. So they're going to. At this point, they would have been able to take her lower in the compound. And they're rushing to what looks like places where servants and even the small kitchen, some other people are working. But I don't think you have a clear idea of where they're going just yet.
Okay, then I'm gonna just keep my mental link with Peridot up and just because I can drop it whenever to just drop it when she's in position to get as much as possible.
Okay.
I can also reactivate it once I drop it. Yeah.
You got it. So then, first things first is Peridot. You're trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to go up and walk on the ceiling, right?
Yeah. But I'm being sneaky like.
Yeah.
Sneaky beaky.
Yeah. So this would be a finesse.
I'm gonna use a hope to help Peridot, and the way that Ace is assisting is he's like after seeing the invisible people, he's looking around for other areas where dust is collected, possibly around other invisible people's feet. Where he just
Gotcha.
noticed that like the ground would be cleaner there, and pointing them out to Peridot before she goes out to point out areas that she should be like looking that she might not see people that would be looking for her. Or could I even do a check to see if I find anyone myself?
I mean, you could do a check
No.
where you could provide help. I mean, the help is what you're probably going.
Yeah, the help is what I want out of it, so it doesn't matter. Then yes, I'm doing that.
Okay. So am I adding a dice or going with advantage?
D6. Advantage is D6. It's all
Alright.
the
Yeah.
same thing. So you're attempting to just get like a little doll and go up the wall, try to get onto the ceiling.
Yeah. I will also preface this by saying I'm not wearing my floofy dress. I am wearing my cat burglar outfit. Didn't it? Didn't it? Because I'm a burglar.
I love it.
Okay. It's a 21, but with fear.
Okay. So with that, the creepiest little girl, you go, and as you walk up and get yourself on the ceiling, you don't feel that anybody has noticed. There's certainly no alarms raised.
I am unperceived. Hopefully.
What are we doing next?
I think now we do the switcheroo, right?
The switcheroo.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to say in every phase, the DC's going up by 1. So here we go.
Oh boy.
Because the door's opening more and more and more. Right? So you kind of,
Yeah.
right as it cracked, and now it's, and so more and more view of this is happening. So what does the switcheroo look like?
So,
You ever?
Peridot, with her mental connection to Ace, is going to, they're going to have like this, like 2-step count where Peridot is going to drop the book ahead of time because it has to land, as Ace yanks it off of the pedestal. because we're doing the whole Indiana Jones switcheroo thing. But like,
So you're dropping a
obviously I'm
book,
on the
and
ceiling.
he's trying to make the book come right towards him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I use my experience during this role, like as a thief?
Yeah, I mean that sounds totally good.
And
I mean,
how it works in this is he's gonna basically move the book behind the pedestal first instead of in front of it to replace it, just so it's harder to see the switch before moving it like along the floor behind other items is kind of his goal.
okay. Your issue here is there's no other items in here.
Then just like along the
which
floor.
makes this very hard. But yeah, with that, do you want to tag team? Do you have the resources to tag team?
How much hope is it?
I think it's just one.
3.
There's 3 hope.
No,
There's
it's
3
3
hope.
hope.
I have 3 hope. I can spend.
I have 3
along-
hope.
Okay, so
Just
one
one of you
person
has to spend it.
spends. Yeah. I was just curious because this way you will both roll, and if one succeeds, the move succeeds. That's the benefit.
I'll pay the 3 hope.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a little high, but you both may roll if there's no other additions people are making towards the roll.
Could I add my "we're all in this together" experience to my roll?
Does it feel?
Because
This is a you question. That's with Daggerheart. It's really a you question.
Oh, okay.
It's like in your things, like yeah, I feel like this would, based on how I've written, how I envision this experience to be.
I would say no, because I feel like my experience is more of a bigger group action. All right.
I got a 24 with hope.
Hot dang.
I got a 17 with fear.
Okay. So I don't think I count that fear because I think all that matters is that 24. So I think I don't know what the. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't matter. So in that case, so you stick it on the ceiling. Peridot, you drop the book. And the door's just cracking. Ace, as you're looking at it, so the people whom you seize attention is like just kind of seeing, oh, what's going to be behind as you let it come and drops, and people kind of see something, kind of blink, like, what in the? Did I see something? And they look, and there's a perfectly good book right upon the pedestal. As you have the ledger in your hand, Ace. And so right before this, you see Nayland being taken out what looks like a hidden door in the kitchen. Out into a sewer line. And people look at Nayland, and you can see when they come out, there's kind of 2 ways to sort of go, and there's just enough room where there's like this grate, and then a different path that looks like it's been well tread by maybe these people. They look and they throw Nayland on the other side, where you see an enormous crocodile.
Oh no.
Rise to where Nayland is. But you have the ledger. Y'all, I have like 18 fear. You gave so yes. This is everything you've wrought.
Poor
No, he
Nate.
deserves this.
Not even everything you've wrought. A bit of what you've wrought. So man, oh man, I think yeah, so Kelly, you see it open. Peridot, what do you want to do? Because it's not. Are you trying to stay on the ceiling, or are you going to try to get an escape here?
So if I escape, is that I have a feeling that like because the door's open, people will be able to see me, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're assuming people are like looking at the door. There are some people looking at the door, so you getting out is another chance to be seen. And it is a higher base because this is the third action.
How how stealthy would I be aware that a spell is in this world?
That's a good question. I mean, it's still for the basic, I think. I think here, from my understanding of Daggerheart, it really would come down to like a finesse roll.
Yuck. All right. That's fair though.
Because it's still somatic and all the
Yeah.
other things.
And I assume this is another one that's getting stacked, right?
Depends on what you're doing.
I was trying to see if I could use my mysterious mist to kind of come out of this area, since I saw that weird flick, and I'm going to assume it's my friends, to kind of have this mist surround the area so that it makes it
Okay.
possible to see. The other idea I had was to use a what's called illusion to kind of make it look like the back of the area, so that it's almost like this wall of illusion.
Okay. Interesting. So depending on which one, I would. I'll just say the illusion. It would be a little easier to finesse
Okay.
because it
Yeah.
won't be so obvious magic is happening.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Where the mist, they'd be like, "Whoa, who's doing that?" Right?
Yeah.
So I'd give you, I'd go back to a +1 of the base here, which was essentially a 19,
19. Okay.
because this is like a highly observed
Yes, it is.
event.
Now I do know that I would also have to roll a spellcast roll on this one.
Yeah. So it would be 1 to succeed and 2 to not be noticed.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to, I'll roll my finesse. I'm going to spend 1 hope, because I do have my totally tubular thaumaturgy experience that I've never used.
There you go.
And let's see if I can do anything else to this roll.
Okay, so this is to not be detected.
Yeah. And I can only spend 1 experience, correct? Or I can spend more than 1? How does that work?
So hope
Yeah,
to get an experience, you can get your experience once
once. Okay,
per roll.
All right.
Yeah.
fair enough. And stress, is that
Stress doesn't give you anything.
Oh, that's right, because it's not a knowledge roll for me. I have a weird feature thing. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to roll it. Let's see here. Finesse. All right. Oh, I'm trying to think of what I would have to roll and how smart this roll is going to be. So I'd have to. So hit 2. Oh goodness. Okay. This is just not to be detected. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Not going to be high enough. It's a 14 with hope.
Okay. So you obviously are casting a magical spell.
Mm-hmm.
So now we'll see if the spell works.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 21 with hope.
Okay. Cool.
So they know I cast something. They just don't know what I cast. Is that what I'm understanding?
So a spell has been made. then there is like not even a word before you are being grabbed and taken out. And I think this is like just that's it.
Okay.
Because there's several issues. However, the illusion happens.
Good.
And as the door opens, they see what they want to see, which I am going to, in this case, allow this finesse roll from Peridot to be with advantage. So you get the D6 automatically. Because you have to cross the threshold if you are trying to get out, Peridot. Molly, you there?
Yeah, I just muted myself. Peridot originally was going to wait, but
Oh, okay.
like
Do whatever
knowing
you
there
want.
was a commotion, she would take advantage of it.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna be enough, but I have prayer dice, so I'm gonna use my prayer dice. So instead, it's going to be a 22 with hope.
That's only one more than you needed.
Oh God!
You get out. Perfect. So, with that,
Wait, does that mean Kelly's gonna be fed to the crocodile?
yeah, I assume that was part of the plan. Like, it's like kind of was a positive either way,
And
in a sense.
Blythe seeing Kelly dragged out of there, can she actually take this chance to uncanny disguise herself as a guard and be like, I found these two, and pull Peridot and Ace and be like, we have to drag them, they're intruders, they're not supposed to be here. And try to
And before she did
Yeah.
this, I'll make a secret compartment in my coat to put the book in.
I mean, you can try to do whatever you want. What do you want to do?
I'm going to turn into a guard because I have uncanny disguise. And I'm going to pull Peridot after Ace hides the book. I'm like, I found these two intruders. Where do we take them? It's my new day. It's a new day here. First day.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'll need a social roll here. Let's do the presence.
Okay. I get a D6 because of my being uncanny disguise. Also, I'm GM's favorite. I'm Matt's favorite when it comes to personal talking things, so I'll add a +2 to this. And there we go. That is gonna be a 31 with fear.
Okay. Jeez.
Oh, I can spend 3 hope to negate the consequences of the fear.
Okay.
Of
That's
any
31.
presence roll.
Right, so it's not a fear issue here, basically. Oops.
For Ace, what he's doing is to lower their suspicion. Is he's like blaming Peridot for getting them caught before they could get the job done. Yeah.
Perfect.
Which I
So,
meant Kelly for casting the magic.
okay, so Nayland.
Nayland's going to be away for the next 8 minutes.
Oh,
if you want to
jeez.
take
Right.
a break now.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's go ahead and take it.
with friendship as their guide. In storms and sunshine, they strive and thrive, chasing dreams and keeping hopes alive. Through spaces unknown and galaxies wide, they venture forward, with brave hearts they glide. Each new world a canvas, painting tales untold. In the vast multiverse, their destiny unfolds. In the sky of blue roses, where dreams dare to soar, together we'll find what our hearts are searching for. Through valleys and peaks, our bond never grows old. In the garden of friendship, our stories unfold. Kelly stands among them, a cheerleader with flair. Her sharp mind and courage setting her apart rare. Balancing grace and strength in every stride, she's the force that leads and in her friends confide. Nell in the astral elf, with watchful eyes so bright, guides the blue rose crew through the endless night. Her gentle wisdom keeps them on the right course. In her steadfast presence, they find their source. Peridite the doll with everlasting grace, mends their hearts and guides them through each embrace. With dreams of fortune and schemes she dreams, she weaves their success in sparkling streams. Lies an undead girl of shadow magic and mysteries call. Once guided by her mother, now seeking that at Starbucks' thrall. With a Taraka deck, her fate she seeks to end. In the realm of the unknown, her story finds no end. Ace the sneaky charmer with mischief in his eyes. From Kelly's past he emerges wearing familiar guise. With words like honey sweet and sly, he'll brighten your day, but keep an eye, he might just try to steal the sky. In the sky of blue roses, where dreams dare to soar, together we'll find what our hearts are searching for. Through valleys and peaks, our bond never grows old. In the garden of friendship, our stories unfold. Carolus, the fawbling guidance counselor, so wise, always ready to lend advice and attentive eyes. Her counsel is a beacon guiding them through the night, with a heart full of care. Waiting in shadows, the organizer plots revenge with patience unwavering, bringing events to the brink's edge. Amidst the chaos, yellow hunger silently grows, yearning for closure till the final curtain shows. From green bald realms to 90A's bustling malls, adventurers traverse time answering destiny's calls. In 1920s Appalachia, secrets begin to twirl. To a Jane Austen mystery, they unveil another world. Racing through Eberron's lands with fervor and might, to a giant's wedding where day turns to night. In these diverse worlds where stories intertwine, I'll follow the path where dreams and reality combine. Blue rose teenagers staying side by side, journeying through challenges with friendship as their guide. In storms and sunshine, they strive and thrive, chasing dreams and keeping hopes alive. Through spaces unknown and galaxies wide, they venture forward, with brave hearts they glide. Each new world a canvas, painting tales untold. In the vast multiverse, their destiny unfolds. In the sky of blue roses, where dreams dare to soar, together we'll find what our hearts are searching for. Through valleys and peaks, our bond never grows old. In the garden of friendship, our stories unfold. Kelly stands among them, a cheerleader
All right.
her sharp mind and courage setting her apart rare. Balancing grace
We're back from our commercial break. Here we go. Let's see here. Nayland, are you back?
Yes. Can you hear me? With my mic?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. All right, we've got some craziness going on here. Alrighty.
And then reiterate for me, who was Ace was blaming Peridot for
No, he's blaming Kelly.
okay.
Sorry, I said you on accident. He was blaming Kelly for the magic getting them you two caught. He was complaining to you about like not finishing the job. That was like how I flavored the assistance, like to make it think that we didn't get our job done. Whatever there, we didn't achieve it.
You got it. Okay, so with this, so we've got this ranged a little bit. First action here is going to happen with Nayland. You are thrown into the waters, disgusting, as you see this strange creature, long body circle around you. And it comes up, and you see it looks like its head is very much like an alligator, but its eyes are a little bit too slanted, but the rest of its body is like that of an eel.
I don't suppose we could be friends?
All right, and with that, it's going to spend a fear and roll against you, kicking the combat off. And here we go. One of my favorite die. Oh, it betrays me. Only a 7.
Miss.
Okay. Well, let it do it again. Oh, is that in that one? I dropped my die. No, that's a 7. So for an 11.
Miss.
Okay. I'll let you go.
Okay. I am going to Nealon, okay. She remembers Kelly's breathing from across the room. Centers herself. Opens her eyes. And I'm gonna spend a hope to attempt to make this alligator my ranger's focus as I strike at it with a dagger.
Let's go.
Oh, frick me. 21 with fear.
21 with fear. Okay. Roll that damage.
17 damage. And because it's marked as my ranger's focus, I will always know precisely what direction it's in. And I also deal a stress when I deal damage.
Oh, nice.
Okay, great.
Okay, in that case, all right. As you, I'll give to you, this is major damage that you're dealing, but this seems like a very thick boy, I can tell you. As you rolled with fear, they're going to do another attack. Ooh, I'm not doing good at all. 8.
Miss.
I'm going to go ahead and mark a stress to do something else. 4. My gosh, a 7.
Miss!
They're going to spend another.
Oh gosh.
And we're going to go to 14.
Miss!
Okay. Then, being pulled into this scene. Guard takes you out, Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically see this goes. Too bad you can't watch the show. Head that direction. There's a ladder up there. Go. And point you away from this.
Oh, yes, you're quite right. Thank you. And I'm going to like move away from them. La da la la. How close is Nayland to the crocodile thing?
Very close.
Okay.
And they're like close to the situation. You're basically moving far from the situation.
Okay. Okay. How many are there?
One.
One. There's only one guard?
One guard took you, and there's one monster right now.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to use my mystic tether. I'm gonna use my mystic tether to attempt to restrain the guard.
Okay.
Right, that is a roll.
So I believe that you roll against their difficulty.
I think so. I don't know if I can use experience on a roll with magic, can I? Is that allowed in this game?
I think it's just an attack.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, imagine you can because you're spending hope to do it, but
Oh, yeah, I would
if
do
it
that.
has to do with it, yeah, because you're just running out of hope, basically.
All right. So, ooh, that's a 26 with hope.
Oh,
Ooh,
dang.
there you go. The spell goes out.
All right. Did it restrain them?
Yeah. Goes,
I'm
is
gonna
unable
say,
to move.
I would like to flavor this a little bit. It's kind of grabbing him and saying, "But you will." My idea is to drag him toward that creature.
Okay, so you are. I would say you're close to him. Are you going to move to very close range
Oh crap.
to him? Because then you'd have to grab him and begin dragging him, right?
Yeah, and I don't have a lot of strength. I forgot that this is not old Kelly.
Yeah. I mean,
so
on this
no, I'm
turn,
not
you-
going to do
okay.
that. I'm not going to do it
Okay.
because I just remembered I don't have strength. So I'm just going to say, but you get to watch it, and I'm going to hurry down to just kind of be within a little bit of range here to help out with Nayland.
Okay, so you're not going to be able to move past the guard to get to
Okay.
this. You just because you went away, now you're coming back.
Oh,
So
okay.
you-
Gotcha.
but- So you kind of go, yep, and then, but you definitely did a thing, which is nice. Well, on this one, unless you want to take another turn.
Oh, I'm going to let somebody else turn.
Okay.
Who's in the scene? Is it just me and Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm going to swing again.
Here we go.
Get away from it, Nayland.
16 with fear.
Oh, no.
Haha, it is.
Great. Oh, is it worth? No, it's fine. Okay. Rolling my damage. 16. And they take a stress.
Okay, very good. That's two more. It's getting more bloodied here. And all right, it'll mark a stress here. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, only an 11 again.
Miss.
And now it'll use an action. An 11. It's going to use another action. 7. Use another action. For 16.
That one hits.
Okay. Alright. In that case, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make damage. 'Cause it's doing a special attack here. Because it had so much fear. I get to play with here. All right. So that'll only be 7 physical damage.
Okay.
But however, its jaws come around you, and then you see both Nayland and the Eligator go underwater. So, Nayland, you are restrained and drowning. While you are drowning, every token that is added to the action tracker causes you to mark a stress.
Oh boy.
Okay. I would like to attempt something. Okay, I've seen where they jumped in. I would like to know if I can kind of flavor this with my mysterious mist a bit to kind of to make myself hidden as I dive into the water to try and help get Nayland out.
So what's the mysterious mist do?
It says you use... Oh, okay, it uses an action. So it does use an action to spend hope to cast a temporary thick fog that encircles a stationary area up to very close range of your current location. Everyone is hidden to anybody outside the fog. Okay, so that's not going to work at all.
No.
I just had to reread that.
It's okay.
So instead, what I would like to do, I'm going to... Okay. What if I do have that mystic tether? And if I restrained the crocodile thing with my mystic tether, theoretically, then it might make it easier for Nayland to get free?
I don't know if it'd make it easier. It would prevent them from running away with her, potentially.
Okay. I'm just going to jump in and try to pull her out.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. Kaylee's not going to think on this very long.
I like this.
She's
Just
going to have to react.
dive in. You get your hands around. So let's see. This is going to be strength.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to use a experience of athlete on this. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be so bad. Oh, it is a 20 with hope. I'm checking because it rolled my magic number. I need to remember what that did real quick.
Is somebody asleep?
What is?
Whenever you roll the number, you gain a hope or clear. Okay, so I just get another hope. Okay, cool. All right. So I rolled a 20 with hope to try and get Nayland out.
Okay, fair enough. So that basically will pull her out of the restraint as she comes up as no longer drowning. You are going to mark 1 stress.
Got it.
For Kelly taking a move. And while this occurs, out into this, Peridot, Ace,
Yes.
and Lies, you are brought out each with a guard. You see this one guard magically restrained. You each have a guard on you. And there's this Eligator with Kelly and Nayland.
So they do not believe that Lies is a guard.
Oh, sorry. So Lies is, so there'd be, you're right. So there would be one other guard. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that worked.
I'd
So
also
there's-
like to think that Nayland is yelling at Kelly for somehow winding up here when Nayland put so much effort into making sure Kelly could stay there. She busts out of the water cursing Kelly's name.
Just saved you.
Lies will look to my friends I dragged out here and go help our friends. I got the guard. And I'm going to shadow bind him, or try to.
Nice.
That is a critical success.
Woohoo!
He is restrained until I do anything.
All right. I love it.
Then I would like to whip out my daggers, take a leap in the air, and launch myself at the crocodile! Or eel.
Alligator!
Alligator! Ah!
Wait for roll.
It's rolling. 17 with hope.
All right, that is gonna hit.
That is 11 damage.
Okay, some minor damage. Kah! As it slashes about.
And I made sure to say double stab for a 16 with hope.
Oh, so you're doing it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 2 daggers, a primary and a
Yes.
secondary.
Down. That hits.
That's 14.
14. Okay. With that, the alligator kind of lets out a big bubble and drops to the ground, or drops to the lower beneath the surface.
Peridot's like standing on its head, like in the yucky water, like perfectly untouched. Just her shoes.
All right. Then all of you are standing here. What would you like to do?
We should probably get out of here before they
Yeah.
wonder why their guards are missing.
Well, yeah, what are we going to do about those guards? Just leave them down here?
I don't think we can leave them wrapped in magic. Magic's illegal.
Oh, right. Can we just knock them out? Did you have,
Yeah.
magic for that?
I do.
I can give him a good old smashing.
I mean, we could also, yeah, we could just like hit them, but I could just try to knock them out.
Makes me miss Zav.
So what are you trying to do?
Physically knock them out.
I'll try to slumber the other. Just use sleep on them.
All right. So you roll against the guard.
$22 with hope.
Nice. All right. So yeah, whoop, they fall asleep.
Okay.
Then,
we- Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I think give me a check. If you're just trying to knock them out, I guess it's just going to be you have to do 5 HP. We'll do a non-lethal.
Okay.
You could just try to put them unconscious also. There's a limit.
Maybe if you want to do.
I'm just knocking him out. Just like poink over the head. He's just bonk. He's knocked out. He's gonna have a headache in the morning.
You have to roll for it.
17 with fear.
17 was fear. Okay. So you hit. Seeing the situation, 4 more guards are going to come out.
Jesus.
As you, these 2 are knocked out. Like, what the? As 2 here look like they're armored guards, like sword and shield. 2 others have archery equipment.
Ace explain
Peridot's
why
gonna
we're
point
here.
to the alligator and be like, "They did it."
The dead alligator.
I just push Ace forward. Explain. Tell him what's going on.
It's not what it looks like. We're just, you see, we were accused of You know, I actually got nothing right now. This is really bad.
Nayland pushes Lies forward, who's dressed up as a guard still, right?
Yeah, I
Never
still
cut
have
that.
one more token I can use for this scene. Laz will step forward and go, "Don't worry, I have it under control. I am taking them all to jail. They are all being under arrest. Those two are just knocked out sleeping. If you wake them up, they'll be fine."
Oof. Okay. There's a lot going on in that. Let's call it Presence 14.
We're all just maids here, mate.
This is best friends. Yeah, so I'm gonna use.
I'm gonna give you a
D20.
hope. I'll give you a hope.
You're gonna give me a hope. Okay. Well, I already have advantage, so
Oh,
Okay, so don't
you can save your hope because yeah, my disguise. We're gonna try this, and then yeah, I'll spend a hope to give me experience because you know I'm GM's favorite in talking. That is a 23 with hope.
Oh! No. Put their blades away. All right. However, I need everyone to mark 2 stress for the situation.
That's fine. Put your handcuffs on, damn it!
Yep, I've got him on. I've got them on, sir. I've got him on myself.
But I'm too pretty to go to jail.
Okay. In that case, there you go. Hurry up then. Hope you have the right story to keep them in there for a while. Make sure you know where they are so we can find them if we need. And you can safely drag them off.
Well, now our disguises are wanted, so that kind of sucks.
How many guards are here unconscious?
2.
Yeah, there were 2 of them. Good job, Lies.
Thanks. And then she automatically turns it back to herself because once I use that last token, the spell goes away.
Yeah, it's enough to get out of there because
Yeah.
it succeeds for the scene. And then,
yeah. When I get out, I will change my appearance as well back.
Nayland wants to search the guards that are unconscious just for any
there's no way
Yeah.
because the other
No,
guards are
you have to
there.
leave 'em.
Oh, I thought they walked
Yeah,
away.
No,
We-
he walked away.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm taking you to jail.
got it. Got it.
Stop
I want
that.
to turn around and go back.
Don't mind that one, sir.
I got eaten by an alligator. I'm confused.
But
So,
Ace, once we get far enough away, you should show him what you got.
Yeah. And once we are far enough away, Ace will show everyone that you got the ledger.
Oh,
Just
fantastic.
probably bring this back.
Yeah, definitely. Good job.
Sorry we couldn't get any other books.
That's all right. Well, we also tried, but it was really, really tight. The security were actually invisible in the building. I don't know if you saw that, but they would start appearing out of nowhere. So they could have had ears everywhere.
It wasn't all for nothing. We do have that contact, Kelly.
That's right. I did meet a person. I've got their name written in my journal here. They're Terratrill. And I think they might have actually gotten that book by Rassilin. And if so, we can talk to them about it when we meet them. They had mentioned wanting to meet up at some point, so hopefully we'll hear from them. So that's at least 2 things. But yeah, we've got the ledger. We're not supposed to look at it. I assume we just take it to our new friend, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the sooner that it's delivered, the less likely that the better. I feel like we're under a lot of heat right now.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get out of here.
Nayland tries to snatch the ledger from Ace and open it.
He will not give it to you. I will resist if you try.
Hold on. I am going to spend hope to assist you in this. 'cause I want to
I'm gonna spend my last hope to use
I will.
my experiences to help myself with this.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
I do want to try and take it. Is it? Could I roll for it, Matt?
Yeah, so I would say this is a resist. So you're trying to take it forcibly, so that's a strength.
Not quickly, like agility.
Okay. Well, I don't. Oh yeah, so fine. You can take it with strength or agility.
Okay.
Ace, you may resist with strength or agility.
Cool.
26.
Oh,
With fear.
jeez.
You probably got me. I don't think I. Yep, you got me. 12 with fear.
I open it.
Okay.
I'm over her shoulder reading.
There is a lot here. You start to see there are just names of folks throughout the city. A lot of times, like markings for pseudonyms. You, I think, recognize the Lord Mayor, and there's, from what you can tell, like how much they owe to different criminals. There's some goings on, noticing that there's who their favorite hookers are, and these types of things. There's just a lot here.
Anything on Rasslin?
Interesting. There would not be. This is just basically everybody in the city,
Gotcha.
and is just a bunch of there are like things like shipments of interest, actually. Specifically, let me see here. Here we go. Okay. Two things of interest here. Is there is a note that's sprawled in here in red ink, and you see there it says Nuatori's robes are going gray. They have to be stopped.
Whose robes?
Nuatori?
Notari.
Nutari. Nathan, do you see anything about how does she say it? Grimoires? Grimoires?
Grimoires?
Grimoires.
Are there magic book infos in here?
There would not be.
What a shame. Well,
Okay, now that you found what you want, will you please close it?
Malin will close it and toss it back to Ace.
something tells me they're going to know we opened it.
Yeah, probably.
It's like Kelly's been saying this whole time. Knowledge is power. And I feel like if she finds out, she'll respect it in the end.
She might. Either
Not
way.
when you make the deal,
You do
not-
see, and it just sorry.
There you
The other thing you see in here is, in the ledger, you see several payments that are said to be received by by Captain Jaren Vale.
Names sound familiar to us?
No. And next to each one, there is what looks like a sketch of a black circle, and you match that to a key here that would indicate that it was from or having to do with Nuatari's black robes, whom you have previously linked to this dragon's treasure.
Well,
Matt, I do have that like item. I think it was like a round ring that we had gotten when we were ambushed by the black figures in the mist.
Mhm.
Does that look like part of this key?
It does. It looks like maybe it was modeled after this ring.
Gotcha. Cool.
You do notice that the last transaction, you'd be able to time it for the day you all went to the lighthouse.
Oh.
Specifically, a little bit after the timing of it. But the same day.
Okay, well, so what does that mean? Milos is in dealings with these black-robed wizards?
I don't know. But in case we did just burn a bridge, at least we still have the Terratrill lead, which might give us some more intel. But there's just something very, very pressing that Terratrill might be able to help us with. And I'd hate to use the favor for something else unless absolutely necessary.
Well, we do have this name now. We could find Captain Jaren Vale, see if he knows anything.
Yeah. I guess we should try to return the ledger.
Yeah.
And see what happens, and we'll go from there. But you're not wrong, Nayland. Knowledge is power, and I'm really happy to see that you're so willing to open a closed book. Makes me very happy.
Yeah.
Still annoyed that you opened the book. However, everyone did a great job getting it. Like, honestly, I was kind of surprised. This is one of the few things I've ever seen this group do that went that smoothly. And actually, what Ace is attempting is to give a pep talk to relieve your stress.
How much stress do we clear?
2.
All right. In that case, as you begin to make your way out of the sewers, you can see that everywhere the guard force here is out, and they're more actively looking. So it would be a little harder to get to a place of safety.
Mm.
What would you like to do?
Is the guard force linking what happened at the Vellum Jackal's auction to us, or does it seem like a separate commotion?
I mean, I don't know how you want to figure that out.
Great question. Okay. It's just this is the narrative in Nayland's mind. Should we try and stay in the sewers?
For now. Yeah.
With my gifted tracker ability, would I be able to try and navigate these sewers to get us back to the tea house?
Instead of going up. Okay.
Mhm.
That is a strategy. Let's go for that. I like it. Give me instinct.
Okay.
Well, so what does your thing do? I'm sorry. I
It's
forget
a
you-
no. It's a spell casting roll.
Okay. So
Should I
you just
roll the spell
spellcast instead. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's just, what does it allow you to do?
to track?
Just to track your
Magically.
way back. Okay. Magically find your way back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And actually, I'm going to spend a hope just to give myself advantage on the roll because
Can you do it for yourself? Or is it
it's part of the feature,
part of
the
the feature?
ability itself. Yeah.
Perfect.
18 with fear. Fucking fear.
Amazing. Okay. So in that case, as you get closer where the tea house would be, the water level kind of goes off a little bit. In fact, you see where it looks like there's been a combination of stone and wood, like a little haphazardly, but precisely laid. Like it looks almost like very much it goes against the way that the city plumbing looks, and looks like specifically some of it was rerouted such that you have to kind of avoid it. That it's created this little section of dryness. And it's rerouting some of it. Like some half pipes have been built to create what looks like just a place people could be. There's straw that soaks up the wetness and provides some softness to this next bit. And you're fairly sure you know the tea house is past this. How would you like to proceed?
I think we found somewhere people squat.
We'll maybe stay here for a bit. Or no?
We can. Do we need to sit down, take a nap for an hour or something?
I don't, but if people are in need of it, that would be a good time.
I'm good currently.
This does feel like someone's space, though. I mean, would they be mad if we just trespass through their stuff?
Oh yeah, probably. Peridot, you're a magically inclined person, correct?
Somewhat.
Good. Good. Okay, good. Later, I would like to discuss that with you. Perhaps over tea.
Kelly,
Yes?
I don't know how to tell you this. Ferdo kind of like reaches out and holds your hand, like it's a like there's a grave thing she must tell you. I don't drink things. I don't even eat.
Right. Sorry.
But I would love to talk with you about magic stuff.
Wonderful. Maybe at the next time we have a chance to rest. And Lice, you as well.
Okay. I would like to try some tea.
Good. Good. I think you'll like it a lot. Like Kelly seems really excited about having you try tea. Can I ask you both a question now that we're out of earshot of the other two? I want to propose a situation, a moral question. If you have the ability to help someone in need, you should always do that, right?
Is this a test?
But do you remember how you were willing to help me out with my mother's situation not too long ago?
Uh-huh.
Well, think of it sort of like that. Same situation, except maybe I'm in that position. And I'm just curious, how did you know that it was the right thing to do?
I felt it.
Okay. That helps. Okay. Sorry, my mind's everywhere right now.
Are you going to break the time-space continuum for somebody?
No. Of course not. No. Why would you even suggest that?
Because that's what almost happened the last time. That's what Careless said.
Oh, well, no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Just something else entirely.
Oh, okay.
The multiverse, if you will. It's
You're going to break the multiverse?
no, just I'm thinking in terms of the multiverse. Every situation creates another situation. Every death creates life. Every left turn is a right turn in disguise. It's all very highbrow. We can discuss it later over tea. I know that you don't drink, but anyway.
Okay.
Up ahead, Nalen's just teasing Ace about how his girlfriend's going to be so mad.
Ace is trying to like scold Nalen on the seriousness of like messing with like mob families and like important crying people. Like that they're serious repercussions, and then she's just like poking fun. Like,
Perfect. All right. So as you keep walking ahead, then you hear come up and you hear a hissing. Several hissings of snakes as you see in the corner 8 different sets of small beady eyes that have a slight glow. And then the tightening of a bowstring. As 2 eyes appear underneath all these other ones, larger, just showing a slightly feminine face. You've trespassed in my home. And we were there for tonight.
Fuck. I knew it!
It's careless.